What's up, nerds? Welcome to Drum Culture! Hey! Oh, hey. It's your boy, Justin Carlogger, and with me today is...
Shield Captain Shotgun.
Shield Captain Shotgun, and we're playing the most basic bitch mission out there. Mission A on Layout 1, Grey Knights versus the Lions of the Emperor, the Custodes. You nerds enjoy the battle report. Alright guys, and again, that's Mission A, take and hold, raise banner on a tipping point deployment in Layout 1, and we'll get into the army lists. All right, Shield Captain Shotgun, what are you bringing today?
All right, I got two of the Gladius tanks, both of the anti-tank version, even though they got, different turrets on them. I got 2 squads of Warden, both of them with spears. I got 3 squads of Guard, 3 spears, 1 shield in each of them. I got 2 squads of Sisters with Flamers, these are the ones that scout. I got 1 squad of Sisters with Bolters, they're OC2. I'm bringing along Trajan Valoris, Captain General. I've got the Custodes Assassin, and I've got Carrier Draxus, the Honorable Custodian. And last but not least, I've got 3 Venatari, who are definitely painted and have their heads. And this one has a shield, while these 2 got spears.
There you go. That looks battle ready to me. And you got Custodians.
Hey, it's enough colors.
You got Custodians, and you got their chicks. You got their chicks running with them, including the Agents of the Imperiums. And then for me, we got the same list as always. This will be the last time you guys see this list on the channel before we enter Guard Month. And then for that, we've got our usual... 2 Grandmaster Nemesis Dread Knights, white and blue, 1 normal Nemesis Dread Knight, red. We got the Calexis, who is going to potentially have fun with her assassin buddy, probably not. And then we've got Crow, Caldor. Caldor's guys retinue 5 Terminators, Crows with 10 Purifiers with side cannons. We got our 10 melee Purifiers. We got our 5 Purifiers, so we have a Hollow Beacon. We got 5 Interceptors, and we got a 5-man Strike Squad unit. And with that, let's get into the turn 1 roll-offs. This is for deployment. 6, so you'll deploy first.
Fair enough.
And we'll do the full deployment and come back after. All right, guys, we are fully deployed. Shield Captain Shotgun, walk us through your deployment.
All right, so I got a unit of Wardens up on the line. I got the Custodes Assassin also up on the line. Got a unit of Guard behind him. Got this tank here, so he can either come out here and shoot or go over here and shoot. Close enough. Got another unit of Wardens here, right on the line. Got a unit of girls here. They're the scout ones. They're just going to come hide over here. I got Draxus with her unit of Guard back here. She's just going to be poking the objective and shooting down some infantry. 1 more unit of scouting Flamer girls over here. They're either going to come here and get me some early secondaries or go hide here and help me screen. These girls are probably going to stay hold my home objective. They're just the bolter ones, helping me screen out. And the last tank right here. And in Deep Strike, I got 1 unit of Guard, 1 unit of Venatari, and Trajan all on his own.
Trajan himself. He doesn't need a squad. He is a Lion of the Emperor.
He does not.
He's the whole zoo. And for me, guys, pretty simple deployment, similar to some of the stuff you've seen before. Over here, we've got our Calexis Assassin, kind of mirroring what Shield Captain Shotgun did over there with the Custodes. We can move out, tap the objective, do container at the same time. Then we've got our secondary threat for when and if this assassin gets clapped. We've got our 10 Purifiers, all melee here. We've got one of our GM NDKs. This map, guys, it would be better to have 2 NDKs on this map, but I just haven't been able to convince myself to go 1 GM NDK, 2 NDKs. Although it'd be nice to have 2 both be able to advance onto these 2 objectives. Right now we've just got this red one who can advance and shoot the middle at some point, and this one who can trundle his way over there and more than likely uppy downy after the first turn. Then back here we got Caldor doing a spacing. We got our Strike Squad ready to raise a banner and just stick it to home. We've got Crow chilling out back here. And then up in here, we've got Interceptor Squads who can reach the middle and also can reliably reach this objective with either an advance or a shoot and scoot. And we've got our 5-man Purifier who, if needed, although it's not great, can pop out, semi-sacrifice themselves potentially, but getting that critical turn 1 containment. And with that, I think we're ready to go into the turn 1 roll-off in the tray. A 5 and a 4. I'm going turn 1. I think I've lost most of the games where I go turn 1 on the channel.
Not great on a lot of missions.
Turn
this
1.
Sky Nexus pack.
But you know what? We'll see what happens, and we're gonna get into Grey Knight's movement after we do missions, of course, and come back in a sec. All right, guys. Grey Knight turn 1 again. It's tipping point, take and hold, and raise banners. We did get some baby scout moves over here with the girls tucking back in on the objective. And what are my cards for turn 1? We got Mark for Death, great! And we got Extend Battle Lines. I can do this one. I'm not going to pay you rid of that one. What's Mark for Death?
Hey, that tank that you can't reach. That tank that you can't reach.
All right.
And those Wardens, because why not?
All right, great. That'll be CP, and we'll go extend our battle lines and come back in a sec. Pretty much, we just moved. First, we moved the Colexis up here, tap-toe on that objective. We moved up then we moved up the Purifiers to the touch wall. They are within a reasonable rogue intervention spread, just in case the assassin got charged. But also, then I yanked a 6 on the advance roll for the Dread Knight. Was able to advance all the way over to there, safe from this grav tank popping out over here with that angle, and safe from this grav tank. Unless she gets past that first little rune over there, which I don't think it can, and then also up here, there's no way. So that was a clutch 6. Most times on this deployment, I don't roll a good advance and it ends up staying still. You roll a good advance, it's good to go. And then over here, we just kind of stickied and raised the banner on home. Caldor stays still, Crow stays still. These guys moved up to the wall to give them a little extra movement in future turns. And with that, I am going to score 5 for extended battle lines and 1 for raised banners, up to 6 secondary points, and we're dishing Mark for Death, which is going to bring me up to 3 CP. Into Shield Captain Shotgun's turn 1, and you will go up to 2 CP Shield Captain Shotgun. And with that, what are your cards gonna be?
Alright, so we got Bring It Down.
Bring It Down, not good.
And Cold the Horde, which
Cold the
I'm
Horde,
guessing it
not eligible.
And Overwhelming Force.
Ooh, tough ones. Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep. Not
Maybe
much I
not.
know about those, but I'll take a command point.
You're gonna take him? All right, no ditching. And with that, we'll go into your turn 1 movement and come right back. Breaking news.
I did decide to ditch Bring It Down. I'm not gonna score it. Overwhelming Force, probably not going to score it. Don't need 4 command points in your turn. I only need 3. So instead I get Secure No Man's. I'll
Secure
take
No
it.
Man's then. Way better.
Much better.
Way better. There we go. And that'll bring you
3
down
points,
bring you down to
basically.
1 for this turn, but like we
That'd
said,
be-
you're gonna be coming back with more. All right, again, our cards were overall Secure No Man's and Overwhelming First. Talk me through your movement phase. Shield Captain Shotgun.
Got big advances with both of those Warden squads, so they're just up in the midboard.
Was it 2 6s?
Both 6s,
2 6s.
yeah.
I got the 6 over there. The
Every
advances,
advance we rolled
the
was a
advances
6
are
so
rolling
far.
hot
It's a
today.
fast game. Got these girls up to touch the objective, so those 2 have gotten me my Secure No Man's Land.
Yep.
Move these guys just slightly forward. They're an inch off the wall, so his Dread Knight can't come in and ruin them. Move the sisters back here. They're still arranged to score containment, to hold this objective if the tank needs to go do something. These girls spread out my screen. Got my little 9-inch sticks here, made sure they're all good there. That tank moved up to get in a better firing position for next turn.
Oh.
And those guards moved on up to get into a better position for next turn.
And these guys are 1 inch off, or they are on the
They're on the wall.
They're on the wall. Okay.
These guys are an inch off, and those girls
sisters
are
are an inch
those
off.
3 are an inch off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so end of my turn, Secure No Man's Land, I get it for 5, and I'm pitching Overwhelming Force for command point.
All right, and did you do a raised banner this turn?
Yes.
Yes, totally,
Yes,
totally.
I did.
And
Totally
tied,
remembered
and
that
we're tied
existed.
6 to 6. Going into Grey Knight's turn 2, where I'll go up to 4 CP,
Whew.
and you will go up to 3 CP. And before I look at my cards, we got to think about what we're going to pick up. So we'll think about that, and we'll come right back. All right, guys, we are in a cagey matched pitch of wills, tied 6-6 going into my turn 2. I decided to pick up this 5-man Purifier unit, the Strike Squad, and the red normal Nemesis Dread Knight. Of course, we have Blue Boy still in the sky who may come down this turn if needed. You know, I thought about there's room here to get these guys here to do a 9, then a 6, charge them, but I can't see them. These are both within heroic intervention range. They're getting destroyed by all this next turn, and they're worth more points than this squad. Both of the Purifier units are. You said 210.
210 for those guys,
Yeah, versus-
and 170 for the guard.
Yep, and that's so that I would kill this 210 and trade 250 if I do it with the melee boys, 340 if I do it with Crow boys, and then also in order to set it up, I'd have to almost sacrifice another 125 with the 5s. So it's just not a good yeet, guys. I know we love a turn 1 yeet, but it's not happening.
So turn 2.
Oh yeah, turn two. So we left the interceptors here. They're probably gonna try to kill some sisters. They stayed, all the big units stayed, and we picked up 2 guys who could drop and do actions and a Dread Knight for a better reposition somewhere behind that ruin. And with that, we are gonna draw our turn 2 secondaries, which are going to be Defend Stronghold. Okay, it's low points, but we're gonna get it.
No points, but free.
And Bring It Down, which is not superb.
Those both only give up 2.
You only give it 2. I'm going to pay one of my 4 CP, because I don't see myself using much offensive CP this turn, to go down to 3 CP to ditch Bring It Down. And we are then going to draw
Wrong deck.
Wrong deck. Sorry.
You're all good.
We can shuffle that one again.
Yeah, we'll shuffle it later.
And then it was marked for death, so that works out in your favor.
Yeah, that works out great for me.
We got defense, stronghold, storm hostile objective. Both are doable. You got one OC on that objective, so that's a good plan for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the cards. I will get 5, 10 primary for having that one over there on my home, and also a Dread Knight and an Assassin over there. Up to 10 primary. And again, our cards for turn 2 are defend, stronghold, and storm hostile objective into Grey Knights. Zoom in on the Tank Nutz, turn 2. Alright guys, so turn 2, I did score that 10 primary, and our cards again, after I did bring it down, were storm hostile objective and defend stronghold. Basically, we advanced both these guys, spaced out for 9 inches, deny deep strike. These guys 1 inch off the walls and just kind of doing a full screen with Crow Squad. Then over here, the melee purifier is also spaced out. We got the full back, pretty much good for 9 inch deep strikes there. Over here, we did tuck the Colexis over here because this unit does have assault weapons and they could have unloaded on her in her current position. Here, they might still get to her. They might even do a long bomb charge into her, but we're gonna take, it's a better play, I think. Then we moved these guys up here. Shield Captain Shotgun could have overwatched me to force a battle shock test, a 6-up to see if I failed and lost my Storm Hostile here, but he did not choose to do that. And then we did 2 more drops, which were this Dread Knight dropping right here. This Dread Knight also scooted up. This Dread Knight dropped right here in front of that Dread Knight, and then these Purifiers dropped in front of him to protect the Sacred Machinery, who is actually a hideous monster or something. A monstrous creature is what it was called in 5th edition, not a vehicle. And yeah, then these guys dropped in front because I can use Repelling Spear on them, potentially for -2 charge that would also protect the Dread Knight from their potential charge next turn. And then with that, I think you might want to use a stratagem. What you got?
I am going to go ahead and Rapid Ingress.
Rapid Ingress.
Squad right here.
We're putting a squad right there for one of your 3 CP.
That I am.
And it is the Custodian Guard squad coming in with Deep Strike. All
There
right,
we go.
and there's your Rapid Ingress, and you're down to 2 CP. All right, take
Could
it
do
for
it
you.
again free with the Venatari,
If
but
you
I'm
want
going to
to,
save that.
you're gonna save them, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Blue Boy did stay up, and so pretty much the only shooting that we have, I do believe, is going to be these guys shooting at 20 Stormbolter shots into these Sisters of Silence. They do not have a Stormbolter feel no pain, only a Psychic feel no pain.
No.
And we're going to do that, and then we'll come back and show you what happened. 13 base saves, no AP, and most of you guys are in cover.
Hoping I don't fail 4. Yeah, I failed a lot more than 4.
There you go.
I say a lot more, that's 6.
Yep.
Fair enough, that's a squad.
Bye-bye. Your soulless presence must be denied, says the Grey Knight who's allied with the Colexis Assassin. And after that, they'll do their shoot and scoot. I'll move on to 6 and come right back. All right, guys, 3 CP and 3 potential chances to make this charge into the homies. We're going to start with the White Dread Knight. I think he might have a path to get through on a 9. We're going to measure it, and then we're going to have to get really interesting with determining the facts about this matter. So we are going to roll. Oh, it's full 10. It'd be a full 10. It'd be a full 10 at best. I'm going to declare it.
Yeah, we're trying.
And that's a 4.
Yeah.
Then we will go with the Purifiers. It is an honest 9 from them, the 5-man Purifier unit. And then you yoink a 5. And then I will spend 1 CP here to re-roll that down to 2. And that's going to be Snake Eyes.
Woof.
And then we'll try the Red Dread Knight. I don't know what his charge would be, but we'll give it a
Probably
go.
also a 10. He doesn't have to bid it that
He
much.
got a 3. Or get them all out of the way.
Hey, you're adding up all your charges. You might have gotten.
And honestly, I'm not going to charge the Strike Squad because that's just, they're going to die turn early. So
free kills.
we'll stop there. We'll stop there. I spend a CP for all that. And Defense Stronghold's ongoing. I will store in the middle hostile objective for 4 points. And I do get a banner on that objective. So, or does banners have in my command phase or any of the turns? Yeah. So that Strike Squad over there is battle line. So we get 5 total secondary points, 4 for Storm, 1 for banner, up to 11.
And then defend is.
And
I'm
then
not gonna be able to stop that.
defend is ongoing. You want me to go ahead and score it? Or
Yeah,
you
go ahead
want-
and score it.
I go ahead and
I'm
score
not
it for
gonna
3,
stop
so I think I'm at 14 secondary.
The only way I could have stopped it was dropping a Venatar there and blitzing your home, but
Yeah, the Minotaur, just with number of attacks, might not kill all everything here either.
They're
Yeah.
10-man squad.
10 man plus Crow, who's got an
Oh,
invul
yeah, no,
and a
Crow just
damage
killed
blank,
the turn,
and then
yeah.
Crow can
That's not
reroll
happening.
wounds. Yeah, blah 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 blah. And then we are going to move on to your turn.
Defend stronghold
Okay, nice.
and sabotage. I'll
Do it in
take
action. We'll take it.
Oh yeah, and then she's obviously come up
For
this
sure.
every turn.
Every turn she's
Yep.
coming up. Every turn, guys. You don't have to say it every time. You don't have to say it every time. We know. So sabotage and defense stronghold, and you will get 10 primary, 1, 2, and we will go into Custodes, the Lions of the Emperor, not the Lion, who has not done great on the channel at Facing the Dark Angels recently. And,
Lion pelt over here.
yeah, there you go. Maybe that is the lion, the first lion that died before they brought back the fake lion last edition. And
That's where he gets all his attacks from.
yeah. he actually is just the lion. You see this other guy walk around like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, he's built this whole second life now, so he can't admit it. He can't admit it to the people, yeah. So, turn 2 for the Custodes. Tied on 10 on primary, about 14 to 16 on secondary. Your cards are Sabotage and Defense Stronghold. Go into movement. Lord Inquisitor Chubbs, fed up with the infighting, has destroyed his beloved Costco bed. The horror. The horror. And guys, real quick, we're just drinking a hodgepodge of beers today. We got freaking a cold one. We got the last Prometheus in the fridge. And we got the Lord of Pilsner, which we're supposed to drink last battle report. Those are the beers we're drinking today. Your cards were Sabotage and Defense Stronghold. And talk us through your movement phase.
All right. These girls moved over some more just to screen. They still got enough over here. You can't fit anything. Tank moved back a little bit. A couple of these moved up so Draxus can get a line over there. Those guys moved on over there. They're an inch off the wall. They can charge there if they need, or they can just hold. And these guys just moved straight up. They got a couple of relatively juicy charge targets. Can't be seen by him. Can see those guys.
All right. And
oh yeah, and then she came pretty much back to the same spot.
All right.
Tank moved up a little screening, and then those guys stayed on the wall, and that's about it for me.
Cool. Before we get into your shooting phase, I will think about spending one of my 3 PC for rapid ingress. We'll see if we can find a spot and come back. All right, guys. So I'm in a bit of a tentative position. You know, Shield Captain Shotgun is in a position to knock me off both these objectives potentially this turn. I wasn't able to rapid ingress a Dread Knight here. There was like a sliver here that's outside 9, but the base can't fit there. So what I did with the Dread Knight was I rapid ingressed him all the way over here, where he does currently have line of sight to these guys. So that if they declare a charge, I can overwatch at the start of my charge, and I'm in my deployment zone on top of being 6. So maybe even measure that 6 because I'm in my deployment zone. Deployment zone's always within, so he'll scoot all the way up to the deployment zone edge, and he's within the hollow ground, and so he will overwatch with 4 rerolls when they charge, essentially. And with that, we'll go into the shooting phase. What you got?
Let's start with the obvious one: Draxus into them.
Draxus into the interceptors.
Draxus is done first because make it a little bit easier for myself. 4s to kill. With full rerolls because they're on the objective. Nope,
wow,
one of them dies.
Is it damage 2?
Damage 2, yeah. Everything in the squad's damage 2 makes it nice and simple.
Boop.
This is gonna be her sustained 2 gun. Nope, all the 2s miss. And then this is round 6, so 3s rerolling. It's AP 0 though, so fair enough.
A 2 up base save.
Just the 1.
We passed on the 4.
Alright, and then the 2 guards that can see.
Boop.
Rerolling. Or not. 4s it is. These are at -1 now.
-1, no cover.
You do actually cover because I can't see you with the whole squad.
Alright, that'll move her back down to 2s. And they're good.
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and double shoot that. Hoping Draxus does a little better. No. One of them dies. 8 saves, no AP, but 2 damage each.
And one is another one dead, and ooh, 1 more dies. So that's 2 total dead from those 2 things.
Yep.
1, 2.
Last I got is the other 2 Custodes. And 4's rerolling. Yeah, those rerolls are great. That's 4 of them at -1 with cover.
2s, we're good.
Alright. Leave them on 2.
There are 2 interceptors alive.
Fair enough. That makes the next part real simple. These girls are going to be the ones cleanse rather than those guys.
Right, those girls are sabotaging.
Or sabotage, yes, thank you. Alright. This squad shooting into the
Strike squad.
Strike squad. This is it. So 4 of them at -1.
That's 3s. And we fail 3. 3 are dead.
Alright. Hey, look, I'm going to double shoot the squad that's about to die. Whoa. Rerolling.
2s. 1's dead. There's 1 guy alive. Is to make a potential heroic enrich from the Dread Knight easier. Although I don't really want a heroic, we'll just do that. But before they die, their last burning question: why are you so tall, brother? As they die and go back to 5th edition when the models were released.
I think that's about it for shooting because I only have. Well, they could shoot.
They could if they want to. Up to
Sure,
you.
whatever can see, we'll shoot.
1, maybe this back guy too.
Yeah, I'll just shoot the 1. Not terribly bothered. I don't think they're gonna get a kill, but might as well. And then this will be face. Just 1.
AP.
Maybe 1 to cover.
2. You can kill him.
Fair enough.
They're so tall. The charge phase.
Yeah, on to charges. I have decisions to make. We might want to pause that.
We'll
for
pause
a
this and
second.
we'll come back after some decisions. We're back, and it's the charge phase. This would is a 6 to an 8 if I did Repelling Sphere. I decided not to because I have a plan for my CP next turn. I only have 2 CP, so all you for 6. A 5.
That'll be a 5.
You're gonna have to re-roll it anyway if you want it.
I
think.
I might.
It might be a 5. You want to measure?
It might
5?
be worth checking.
It might be less than a 6. I kind of just
I don't think
eyeballed
so,
that.
though. Yeah.
It's like a 6 and a bit. Yeah.
Yep.
You have 3 CP.
I do, and you'll just auto pass there.
I will auto pass there for sure.
But it does make you spend more CP.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I would like to have
Lower
a
down
free
to
objective
2.
or potentially free objective.
A 4.
No.
Ooh.
All right.
That was brutal.
That was. But
That was truly brutal.
Now I'm gonna do this charge just into him.
the collects. Go for it.
Making
I will
it-
overwatch you at this. Well, do I want to overwatch this charge? Let me think. 3. Hallowed Beacon. Reroll hits. Reroll charge. I don't want to overwatch. It's all you.
All right, in they go.
There it is.
4.
Chocolate.
That's exactly what I wanted. Well, not exactly what I wanted, but I will certainly take that.
All right.
You gonna rock?
Nope, I am not. I have plans for my CP for next turn.
Fair enough. Well, haha, the tool, it counts. It does a thing.
Oh, look at it go.
Yeah, he's just gonna come over here close enough to get that.
You want to engage the one guy?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I don't have enough to go over there, and I don't want your Dread Knights to swing on me.
Yep.
So I'll just take the easy kill and pile in like this.
All right. Hit me.
Alright, I'll do the one that might fail to kill over there. I'm gonna pick Sustain. I'm pretty much always gonna pick Sustain for my Katas. But definitely, so the guy with the sword, aiming to kill that last guy in the squad. In there.
Right.
4 of them.
AP.
It's -2, but it is only 1 damage.
All right. This will be 4 ups. I need to pass 3 of these. And nope, he's dead. Ooh. And look, he's dead.
Cool.
And I imagine you're choosing not to pile into some Dread Knights.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn.
All right,
So Sabotage is ongoing with those girls, and Defend Stronghold is ongoing with that.
Yep. And we're gonna go ahead and give you both, I think. So Sabotage and Defend for 3 and 3 for 6.
Makes
Bring it up
sense.
to 12. And are they Custodian Guard? The ones that are on the
These girls
directive
are
up there?
ones- Oh yeah, there's Custodian Guard, so I
That'll
can
bring
get
up to 13.
my extra. Thank you.
And then we go into the top of turn 3 for the Grey Knights, where we're both up to 3 CP. And the question for me is going to be pickups, which I'm going to think about that and come back in a sec. All right, guys. So we did decide to pick up the Crow Brick. We're doing the thing. We picked up the 5-man to set up the Crow Brick, and we picked up the Grandmaster Dread Knight. And I'm not going to spoil what's going to happen. I've got a habit of spoiling it before I show you guys. So I'll show you guys my justification for picking these 3 up as we go into the turn. And with that, we are going to come over here, look at the dead pile, and we're going to draw our cards, which I'm the red cards this time. Got to remember that. And we draw Assassination. Ooh, is there a character?
I got one character.
One character.
Oh no, she's there too.
That's not lovely. That's not
Both are
lovely.
loan up. She's 12 loan up, and she's 18 loan up.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But we pick up Assassination, and we also pick up Call the Horde, which is a
Yeah, I don't
ditch.
get that up.
And we pick up Shadow Cohesion, which is a secret mission. No, what? Yes, this is a secret mission. 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 There they are, 4 secret
You can
missions.
see where I cut the deck.
Boop. And then we pick up Behind Enemy Lines. Oh, God. Wow.
That's a rough one.
This is not what I wanted to do this
Yeah,
turn.
that's a brutal set of
And
secondaries.
the bad part is I do need all 3 of my CP, so we're probably just going to go for no secondaries this turn, guys. It happens. We're going to go 0 secondaries, and we will move into turn 3 for the Grey Knights, where I will not Insane Bravery there, because I need all 3 CP, and if I need to roll a 6. And that's an 8, so I do get 10 primary up to 20, and we'll go into movement for Assassination Behind Me Lines. Not going to happen, and come right back. All right, guys, so we had Assassination Behind Enemy Lines, 2 secondaries we're not even going to go for, and we'll walk through my movement, and then we'll talk about some rapid ingresses that did occur. So the first thing I did was I advanced the White Dread Knight up and around to there. He rolled a 5 on his advance, so he got pretty good. Even if I shoot them and they react to move 6 back, I might still be able to charge them with at least the White Dread Knight. This guy, again, I didn't pay, but he did pass his battle shock like a stud and then just slunk back to there, which forced the 9 out for the Vinatari using their free rapid ingress right here. And Trajan did the paid rapid ingress over there to counter-strike that objective solo dolo.
Technically, he goes first.
He goes first, he paid first, and then they went free, blah, blah, blah. We know the rules, okay? And then back here, we just screen with those guys. We screen with these guys because Trajan is a one model base. I did drop the Blue Dread Knight back here just to complete the screen. There was like enough room for him back there. And then the fun stuff happened over here, guys. We're doing the thing. We're doing the crow thing. We dropped 5 Purifiers back here. Then we spent one of our 3 CP down to 2 CP on Hollowed Beacon. And you spent one on Rapid Egress to drop Crow's Purifiers. And the plan is I'm going to try to shoot these guys to death and then also charge this thing. And that's where we're going to go to essentially. Now, we could start over there, but let's start with the fun thing. We're gonna,
Yeah, they're going to do their Feel No Pain.
They're going to do their Feel No Pain. Sounds good. It's a 4-up Feel No Pain?
Yeah, 4 up on... This squad's the only one doing it.
And
that squad's not using it.
And are you going to spend a CP to do it twice or no?
I cannot do it on them. That would be fucking
Oh, it has to be a
crap.
character?
Yeah, just a characters once per game.
Gotcha. So I will spend 1 CP here, down to 1 CP for Sanctified Kill Zone, and reroll all my wound rolls, and I'm already rolling my hit rolls, shooting everything from them into this squad. We're not going to film it. It's too many attacks. We'll come back afterwards. All right, guys. The Sanctified Kill Zone was not super effective in these guys, thanks to their 4 Feel No Pain and the fact that this guy was in cover after the Purifying Flame. We only killed 2 and put 1 wound on this guy. And you do have a reactive move strat after being shot. Would you like to use it?
I'm going to use it on them.
Not going to use it? All right.
You want to shoot them? By all means.
They are staying there. And in that case, we will then shoot the back Purifiers, everything into them, because why not? That one. No rerolls. And just 3 more, so 5 base saves, 2 ups.
Fail 1.
1 Feel No Pain.
I feel no pains.
He's good.
I think
And
I rolled
then-
5 6s on his Feel No Pains.
Oh!
The Emperor said, nah, these ones are better.
The Emperor is showing
He's picking
his
favorites.
preference today. And then they do have 5 Purifying Flame attacks on 3 rolling. And that is going to be all 5 at AP1 and more cover.
Fail 4 of them.
Those are just 1 damage Feel No Pains.
Alright, looking for 4s. He lives on 1.
One day wound on the last guy, and that's pretty much all the shooting from over there. We'll move on to different stuff. We'll go over here where the first thing will be the red Dread Knight shooting everything at them. Well, they can move 6. Yeah, I think the red one needs to shoot first. The red one's going to shoot everything at them.
Or not. Fair enough. Yep.
And then his heavy flamer, 2d6 for 9.
4s. Fail both.
1 damage each for that.
Alright, shields down to 2.
All right, and then we'll go over to the white Dread Knight, or unless you want to use your strategy here.
No.
All right, white Dread Knight shooting everything to them. So he'll start with his flamer because he's got a guy on 2 wounds. 2d6 for 9 hits again. And this one did a little better with his flamer. Well, just 1 better. 3 if you want to knock covers.
Down to 1.
Down to 1, which means I'm going to waste a whole side cannon if he ends up dying anyway. 3s. It is just 1. 1 AP2 going cover. And take out the shield. We take out the shield. Get out of here. And I guess this guy will shoot his 4 Stormbolter shots at them because why not?
Yeah,
I probably should have done that first. We probably need to do a wound 3s, rerolling 1s, and then just 5s. He does have 2 wounds. Do you feel that he's going to feel real bad?
I do not.
There you go.
You can feel better.
And I think that is probably all my shooting because everyone else is just hiding. And with that, we're going to go right into the charge phase. You do have 2 CP, which would
do
be
have
good for
2.
How many attacks do they have each?
5 model.
5 model. All right.
Yeah, actually, everyone's got 5 except Trajan, who has
All right.
more.
We're going to start here first. It's a 6 to both of these.
I think it might be a 7 to them because I did pluck the closer guy.
Oh, you plucked the closer guy? Okay. Do I
But
want
it might also still be 6.
Do I want to multi-charge them, or I just want to kill the tank and then get on the objective? I will just charge the tank for 6.
Okay. Makes sense. Look for 6.
Looking for a 6, and that is the 3, which is why we save the CP
Yep.
reroll. Which is why I save the CP reroll. Don't do it to me today, Crow. Don't do it to me today. Into the tank. 7. He's good.
Thank God.
And we'll move them in, and we'll do that in a second. He does it all. They love doing it. They love doing it. Calvin does it a lot more than he
First
does.
turn, were you like sum total of 12 on like 4
Yeah.
charge rolls?
Yeah.
Cool. Glad you made a play.
All right, red dude's in.
Yeah, he's in. You don't have to roll either.
I
These unless
roll
you want
a
movement.
4. He will just. I mean, he'll just do. Well, if he
You could do
if he
this
clear-
if you wanted to get in cover.
Yeah, well, I would honestly like to get off the other side if I could have done it, like clear to the other side.
Gotcha.
So we'll go check him in a sec, and then we'll go ahead and roll the white one because all he's gonna do is touch him, and the white one gets a 10, so the white one
Yeah, well, you can do whatever.
is
it
gonna
wants.
do like this, boop, and then we'll touch back his 4, we'll move in their 7, we'll come right back. All right, guys. So we elected not to heroically intervene,
Yes, not doing
Alright.
that.
and what we did was we charged the tank. This is where they end up before pile-in. We do have, there's only 3 OC on this objective right now, so we do out OC this objective currently. Then over here, we do not yet auto-see this objective, but if I kill them, I'll be able to. So you can interrupt. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and fight with the, I have 0 CP. I have 0 CP, so we're going to go ahead and fight with the white Dread Knight first over there. Or the red Dread Knight first. We'll fight with the red Dread Knight first over there. No, I'll fight with the white Dread Knight because then that is going to you to kill the red Dread Knight and leave me on the objective. So white Dread Knight first.
I think I'm going to spend 1 CP to fight on death on a 4-up, but...
On a 4-up. Can you target whichever, or you have to fight?
I have to do it when I get targeted.
All right, cool. So you're down to 1 CP, I believe?
Yep, I am down to 1.
And I will attack with 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. Hitting on 3s, rolling. 2.
2 die.
D6 plus 1. No, it's D6
Maybe
plus
not.
1. That is a 2.
Yep, dead.
And then a 2. No, that's 2 damage each.
Plus
I rolled
1, right?
ones. I rolled ones.
Oh,
so it kills.
boy,
It just
yeah.
kills 1. It just kills 1.
All right, well, does he fight?
Horrific.
Yes.
All right, go ahead and fight on death.
You said you did not have the...
I do not currently have objective.
Okay, so
I just
then they
have
would
4
still get
CP.
their...
This guy was really off
Okay.
just a little bit.
Yeah, so then he would still get his rerolls.
Yep.
So, he does not get his Custodes, but he does get his +1 to hit and wound. I'm gonna swing on that one,
On the
even
red
though
one.
it's already the one that's fought, just because pretty confident Trajan's gonna make the charge on the other gun.
All right.
Or not.
How many?
Sure. All 5.
5, 4-up, involves a damage 2.
Yep, damage 2.
On the red one?
That man's a champion.
And I only failed 1, so he's down to 11 wounds.
Man's still a champion.
He did his best. He rolled lots of 6s.
Push 5
And
levels
would
through on
you
a
would
baby.
you now like to interrupt or not?
No, I don't have any CP.
Okay, red knight will then fight over there. And just 3 invols.
All right, 4-ups. Fail 2.
Come on.
Not
Not a
ones.
1.
Not a 1.
One dead, and then the second one is dead.
Okay.
Just barely.
Did they fight on death? Damn. I like my dice today. I hope it stays this way at the tournament.
Which one you putting into?
Same thing with both
Red?
of them. Yep. Alright, 2s. Jesus Christ. That was great.
8? Is it 8? Are you rolling?
Yeah, I failed 1. 3, 6. Yeah, it's 8.
8.
Man, that squad.
8
That's
invols. You
what
could,
earned their
if
death.
I failed a lot of these, you could kill him. 8 invols. 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. 11 minus 8 is 3. Almost there. 3 wounds left.
Damn.
And he will.
Hey,
I guess he'll tap the objective at
Hey,
this point.
so Trajan's gun is 3 damage.
There you go. Can he do it? Get it? He's gonna do it. That'd be pretty
I
hilarious.
don't think he's actually hurt anyone. the
That
entire
would
time
be
we're playing lines.
absolutely positively hilarious. And then we'll pile it over here. I'll do the pile and I'll come back. So guys,
Oh,
yeah, I
that
could
works.
double tap it, but it's better to have 1 more CP than I had, so to guarantee it, because the 6 is charge reroll.
Yep.
So I'm out of CP, guys. Unfortunately, because I had to reroll the charge, I didn't have enough. But I am gonna just do the normal attacks. We have 1 Psychic who can't fight, so it'll be 18 attacks from Nemesis Force Weapons, 5 attacks from Crow, and then hopefully we don't need it. But it will be 9 attacks with close combat weapons. So we're gonna do,
Bonk it down with their gun
we're gonna
butts.
do the 18 attacks from the boys first. That's hard with the camera. Tricks. And it's a pretty good roll. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this one flipped, so I won't count it. And then 9. 9 at AP2.
That is not bad. 4 up.
2 damage apiece. Where are we at?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage down to 4.
Down to 4. Can the Crow do it himself? 5 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 2s, rerolling. Needing a reroll. And then wounding on 5s. 6s are devs. No rerolls. And we have just 2 dev damage. He's down to what?
Down to 2.
Down to 2 wounds.
Bonk
for
him.
The 9 bonks.
Bonk
The
him.
9 damage, 1 bonks. And we do get 2.
2 ones.
Oh.
Missed the box entirely.
Oh,
Ooh, down to
wound.
1.
1 wound, you son of a bitch. And that is low-key pretty huge, but it is what it is. And that, I believe, is going to be my turn.
I'm going to run you over with the tank.
Oh, yeah, run me over. Armor
The
track.
tank has Custodes.
Armor. Oh, does he? He's going to sustain.
It is hitting on 5s. Though. Yeah, he's going to sustain. It is hitting on 5s, though. Good talk.
All right. The armor bulk didn't do today. Maybe someday it will. And we can't pile in there. We already piled in over there. I'm going to discard both Assassinate and Behind Enemy Lines for a CP.
Yep, that's fair.
And-
And yeah, you more than get that objective.
I do not get any secondary points, but I do get 2 CP. Yeah, they're not battle line, so that's it.
Yep.
And we'll go into your turn 3 where you're up to 2 CP.
I am indeed.
And what are your draws, sir?
Behind
Behind
enemy
the
lines.
lines.
Oh yeah, she comes up that way.
Yep.
An area denial. Ooh, I'll take that.
All right,
I
good
will
cards.
take that.
Good cards. And we'll go into movement. This is the board state, and we'll come right back.
And I'm holding.
And for primary, you do get 5 on
It's
primary.
just the one.
All right, we had for the Custodes behind the lights and area denial, and the movement phase is done. Walk me through it.
So they stayed still. They're still screening. The Flaming Girls came back here. They're still close enough that if I do draw containment, they can pop on over and do that. But they've got this bit screened out. Tank came up over here to get a line over there. Draxus' squad kind of shuffled around, stayed in charge.
Draxus did roll for her thing.
She
critically.
did. She failed. Did 3 wounds. Shield's got 4 wounds, so I didn't lose a model yet on that squad. Will lose it the next time I roll. Got these squads on out to deal with the Grey Knight's problem over there.
Yep.
Tank stayed in combat just so I can't get overwatched. And I dropped down my assassin to keep my deployment zone completely screened.
Yep, and looks like you're really taking back this objective hard. That interceptor's screwed. I need one of those Dread Knights to stay alive this turn. It might be unlikely, and if everything goes your way, we're going to have a tough time climbing back into with this one. We'll have 3 units left in the game. So, guys, if I could do this over again, it was a semi-right idea, but I should have just used Caldor. It would have cost 1 less CP because he just gets the 6-inch charge, and he could have only charged the tank and then auto-seed them on the pile-in, and he still probably would have killed him with full rerolls, and then they would have died. That's like 150 less points to 200 less points than both these squads dying, and then I have them for a later turn.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. And Drago also has a smaller footprint, so it's easier to fit him in there.
Yep, and then it would
in fairness, that shouldn't have lived.
No, this definitely shouldn't have lived. And also, I really thought the shooting was going to do more into these guys. The 4 Field of Pain went off on them, and also the fact that one guy had cover after the Purifying Flame, it was just nothing but 2s. So,
those rolls really went my way more than they should have.
Yeah, but next time, guys, sacrifice Caldor instead of sacrificing these guys if you're going into a bad situation just to try to save some points. And with that, I think it is the Custodian shooting phase. And what do we got?
I'm going to start with Trajan. See if you can just straight up ice the Dread Knight.
Icing the red Dread Knight who has 3 wounds left.
Both hit. And force. 1. There's
1.
1.
4 is it AP2? It'd be a 4-up invul, which I fail on a 1, and that's damage 3.
Damage 3.
Do I keep him alive with a CP and give him my interrupt? The thing is, how many? So Trajan's attacks is how much?
6 normally, but I'm going to use his once per game to give him 12.
12 attacks, and he
is 10 to 3.
10 to 3.
With the +1 to wound, so it'll be 2s.
And what's his charge into the red Dread Knight? Because I know if I interrupt over there, I'm probably not going to kill him because he's going to get a 2-up invul or a 3-up invul.
I can do a 2-up on him, but I have to declare it start of the fight phase, so I pick the 12 attacks.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Charge over here is a 7. Yeah, he's...
I think I'm going to CP reroll this looking for a 4 because the tank can't shoot him right. That's the only thing that can shoot him.
That's the only thing I have that can shoot. I think that's the right call.
I'm going to lose it. I'm going to CP reroll here down to 1 CP looking for a 4, and he's good.
And you got it? Yeah, I think that's the right call. Tank shooting that one.
Yep.
I little got into the Purifier because why not?
Oh, you mean the Interceptor?
Yeah, that one. Sorry, Interceptor. Or at least True Scale. Drop 2. It is twin linked.
Oh.
So just the 1.
1 invul.
AP3, but invul.
Pass on a 5.
All right. And then the little gun into the little guy.
Yep.
Drops 1, 4s. So, yeah, 2 of them.
Got him.
It's -1, but you got covered.
2. Still fail 1. Damage 2.
Damage.
He's got 1 wound left.
Yeah, like I said, that gun is
like it's gonna matter.
usually
All these
useless
guys are
because
right
they
there.
got 2 damage everything.
Yeah.
I really don't want to do much shooting over there.
The tank can shoot out of combat.
Yeah, I mean the tank can shoot into combat too. It's not blast.
Oh, it's not. The big gun's not even blast.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, it's gonna go ahead and do that.
Whatever you want. Yeah, I can't
It's
interrupt
just so
anymore.
weird not shooting with any of that.
Up to you. I mean, what's the point of a charge? Just cheese extra movement by charging them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what that Warden Squad's doing because I'm just gonna pressure your home, so you're gonna have to keep something important back there.
Yep, makes sense because I don't have any more throwaway units.
Yep. But yeah, tank shooting in. Big gun first.
Into Crow's unit, all of it?
No, into Crow's unit, one in front of
Alright, I will spend a CP to give them an invul and shooting, I believe, because what else am I going to use it on? That's pretty much it. See, I'll spend a CP to give them an invul and shooting. I know, I'll save it for, I'm going to save it for a Dread Knight reroll. Fuck that shit.
I was going to say, don't
I'm
do
going to save it for a save reroll.
Yeah, I'm hitting on 3s because he can't double stack them on swings.
Yep,
2s. That's very cocked.
That's AP4?
AP3.
Alright, I'm going to get a 5-up save here. And I save 1, 2 dead.
Alright, and then little gun, for what it's worth. 2 drops, and little gun. 2 of them at -1.
Alright, 2 3-ups. And we're good there.
Alright.
They're
I
charged.
could do that, but they're just gonna charge him.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want. They're going to be in basically the same
Yeah.
spot no matter what. They're going to charge.
Charge.
They're in.
5, that's enough. They'll base like this. And
Yeah,
then
that's
I can't
fine.
do more. Trajan going into just the close Dread Knight.
Right.
I will deal with the other one some other way. That is going to be a 4.
Right. Oh.
That's
Good.
5. There we go. We'll start with the Wardens first into the big squad with Crow.
Right.
That is a
Good
5.
enough.
That's more than enough room for the other guys to do it. And they'll also charge. For 7.
So essentially they will just go like...
Pretty much the shield's the only one I don't need on the
Yes.
objective.
Who has the shield? This guy right here.
And back one.
So 2, I think this guy could go to here, and then that guy can move on the objective, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not terribly worried because I
Well,
would
this guy could technically do this if you'd like to.
Oh, yes,
And
it's
still
true,
fight.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
this guy, I'm blocking that, so there is a way to do it,
As
yeah.
long as I have the objective, which I think I do.
Yeah, they're
that's-
all one. They're all one.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then that charge over there into the strikes.
No, those are still purifiers.
Damn it.
Same models, same models.
Cool. Yeah, they boy,
11.
they want to go.
Yeah, come here. You can come here and do this
Yeah.
however you want, because that's 11 inches of movement right there. We'll come right back.
I don't have to interrupt anymore.
I only have 1 CP, so I can't interrupt. This is where these guys interrupt after their cheeky 11-inch movement to get as much movement as possible. And yeah, where do you want to go first?
So before I do that, I have to declare Trajans once per game,
All right.
which I'm going to go ahead and do. And I have 2 command points, so I'm going to immediately pay 1 command point to reload it.
Yeah, down to
So
1.
down to 1, and he now has 12 attacks. Drop 3 there, but that is still going to be 9 at
Damage-
82,
Damage
3.
3. All right, we can need a pretty good roll here, guys. We can only roll one of these at max. For 4s, we save 4 of them, which would be 3, 6, 9, 12. He's 11 on a wound.
All right, look him go.
Is that all? That's all of his
Yeah,
attacks?
that's all Trajan's
I
got.
will not bother doing anything else then.
Yep,
As far as
fair
this.
enough. I'm going to start over there. I'm going to do the guard.
6 dead purifiers.
And then the dude with a sword. So 3's rerolling.
And just for 1, you do kill the last 2 purifiers to a man, and Crow has not used his damage blank yet.
Damn, alright. Go, little sword dude. Then I'm gonna go ahead and go with the wardens and
Alright.
pile them on into Crow.
Yep,
Appreciate it.
everybody's in.
Thank you. Makes sense.
He rolls pretty hot. That was cocked. I'll reroll it. He fails 1, which is the damage blank.
Fair enough.
Is that it from him?
Yeah, that's it from them.
Wow,
And
he's
then just the
close.
other squad of wardens.
Other squad of wardens. Let's see it.
Uh,
And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got him.
perfect. And then they'll stay there. I can roll this if you want.
It's okay. He's done enough. He's dead.
He has done a lot. That is a champion right there. And then we'll just pile back to the objective.
All right, and then we'll go with my fight dice. We'll start with Crow. So there's 3 of each squad, right?
3 there, 4
4 there, 4, and this guy's a wound on one of these
That's
guys.
the warden, actually.
This is a wound on over
Yes.
here. And the wardens have the same amount of wounds. And
Same wound, they're identical defensively right now.
they've already used their field note.
Already
pain
used
thing.
their field
All
note
right,
pain.
he will go into the wardens.
Yep, that's the right choice.
He's got 5 attacks.
Well, actually, I will say, since they've already used their field note pain and they're the same defensively, they're more OC. The other squad hits harder in melee.
Oh, really?
And the other squad has not used their double sheet yet.
I'll still go on the wardens. I don't think. Yeah, I'll still go on the wardens. I think. So 5 attacks, hitting on 2s, only rerolling. At the start of the fight phase, you got OC me here, so
Okay.
only rerolling 1s. 2s. Nothing. Just flat nothing. He used
Fair
it all.
enough.
He used all his focus to survive.
That's fair.
And then over there, the White Dread Knight will attack Trajan. He's hitting on 4s now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he is only rerolling 1s as well. Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s. A 4 of them. AP3.
All right, 4 ups. Make 2 fail 2.
D6 plus 1 apiece. How many wounds does he have?
He has 7, and he has a 5 up field no pain.
You
I
already
still
rolled.
have 1 command point. No, go ahead and do it.
All right.
If he dies, he dies.
2d6 plus 2 for
Ew.
4 damage.
Well, you know, if he dies, he dies.
There we go. He's fine. He just loves it. He's beautiful. All right. Well, that was great, guys. Good talk. All sixes. All right.
Shit, my field no pains are way better than saves this game.
Why did you score?
I keep rolling 6s Jesus on the feeling pains.
You got Air Denial for 5 up to 18 secondaries.
Yep.
And you want to keep behind or
No,
ditch
I'm
it?
gonna pitch behind.
Alright.
I'll take that free command
I'll
point.
put you up to 3 CP, and I will just go up to 2 CP, and we will think about my pickups shortly. Alright guys, so we picked up our 3 units that aren't sitting on this objective, or Crow, and we're just going to see what the cards say. We don't know what's going to happen, we're going to see what the cards say. So we draw a Sabotage.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad, but it's not great. And an Area Denial. Alright.
That's not terrible, to be honest.
I have 2 CP. I need 1 CP to reroll a charge. Do I just let him have Caldor in the middle? Kind of sucky, but it is an option. And I guess that is the play. So, and then Sabotage would have to be a Dread Knight potentially. What's their profile?
Through the sabotage.
What's their profile?
Defensive or offensive?
Defensive.
2 up, 4 up. They still have their feel no pain.
They still have a feel no pain.
Yeah.
And they use it in shooting or melee.
Yeah, it's just 1 phase.
Oh, Sabotage I don't like, but then I can't.
Sabotage is kind of rough, actually.
Sabotage I don't like. Charge reroll, Sanctified Kill Zone. I would like to have both. Hollow Ground. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Sanctified Kill Zone's out. Charge reroll. It's just charge reroll, and it's this getting rid of Sabotage. 1 CP to get rid of Sabotage,
Yeah, that's a tough one.
and we will draw Secure No Man's Land. All right, perfect. Area Denial and Secure No Man's Land. And
There
we
you
have
go.
a plan, and we have a CP reroll our Caldor charge. Don't do it to me this time, Caldor. And we're gonna go and move and come back. All right, Battle Shock first. Battle Shock on the White Dread Knight, staring at the face of Trajan Valorous. He's fine.
It was
And
bold
Battle
picking
Shock.
up the 2 1s to roll.
Yeah, I know, right? Battle Shock on the Red Dread Knight, who is Battle Shocked. So the red one's Battle Shocked and the white one is not. And again, it would be nice if the white one could fall back, shoot, and charge, but he can't. Only the red one can. So that's what happens. And we will score 10 primary, up to 30 primary points.
There you will.
And what's my secondary on the knock? This was my secondary you got me on there?
Your total secondary
Yeah.
points?
14?
Yeah, 14.
14. And you did get to 19. We didn't say on camera because you had a banner on
Yes,
this objective.
that is right.
And yeah, that's going to be that. And we have Area Denial and Secure No Man's Land, which is both just going there and surviving over there. And that's what we're going to do, going into movement. We got Area Denial and Secure No Man's Land. We did what we could with what we had. The Red Knight Battle Shocked, the white one fell back. He's not going to be able to shoot. He's a Grand Master. But we did move the Red Dread Knight up there to kind of cheese you out of the 6-inch reaction move potentially, or at least make it a little more hard for you. And the blue one dropped over there to shoot Trajan. Caldor dropped here to charge here, which would give me secured No Man's Land and Area Denial, and also wipe that squad. They can also help shoot Trajan if needed. And then over here, we just dropped these Purifiers, who are going to be unchargeable for them if they normal move. They could, if they all roll a crazy advance and all go on the objective, still out of seeing me on my home, so that's a risk I'm taking. It would have to be a 5 or 6 on the advance, I think, and we're just going to live with that. And then Crow is just stuck in combat over here. I guess, should we roll a Desperate Escape for Crow? Yeah, let's do it. We're going to roll a Desperate Escape for Crow. On a 1 or a 2. Well, he's going to die in combat anyway. On a 1 or a 2. He's good on 5.
Fair.
So he will move and come back out, and then we'll come back into the shooting. And yeah, Crow is alive and over there being annoying. He has all his blooms left. And shooting phase, where the first thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot Caldor Drago into Trajan Valorous.
Fail both.
4 total damage.
All right, looking for 5s. Down to 3.
All right. Caldor's the Scourging, hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. Or CT7.
Yeah, he's 6.
All right, 2 wounds and AP2 ignore cover this time.
All right, pass.
There you
See?
go. You're good. And then Caldor Stormbolter, 4 shots, hit on 2s, rolling 1s. So 4 hits there, and the other Stormbolter hitting on 3s, rolling 1s. Everything hits, winning on 5s. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4 base ups. Base saves, 2 ups.
All right, 2 ups. Not good.
All right, would you like to react and move him, sir?
No, you've done a pretty good job of getting everything that can
Getting
shoot
the
him to
trap.
shoot him.
All right, we're going to do the Blue Dread Knight shooting him then next. Okay. And that's 6 damage.
2.
No pains.
All right, this might do it.
No,
No,
two damage.
what the-
What's he got? What has he got?
He's
Down
at
to 1?
3 right now, so he's down to 1.
All right, his heavy incinerator from the same Dread Knight. 2d6 for 4 hits only. Wounding on 4s. 2. AP 1 and recover.
All right, 3s.
He's good. And then the other Red Dread Knight will have to shoot him. He is going to hit on 4s because I'm degraded, but rerolling just once. Hitting on 4s, rerolling once. Oh my god, 2 hits, 2 2s, 2 1s to reroll. 3 hits, wounding on 3s. It is going to be 2 at AP 2 and recover.
4 ups.
All right, and his Heavy Flamer, last chance to do any shooting. For 3 meter hits, wounding on 4s. 1 wound to AP 1 and recover.
3.
Ah,
Very
one
tempted to
killing.
CP this.
Up to you.
It's
CP
1
for
damage?
3. It's 1 damage, yeah.
Yeah, sure, I have 3.
All right.
I'm not going to need 3.
Looking for a 3.
He's got it.
All right, there you go. That is your safety roll
Ridiculous.
for the phase. And then I think we're just on to charging. Caldor will charge for his 9 down to a 6, popping once per game ability. I have 1 CP. He doesn't make a reroll. He rolls a 9, which turns
He's
into a
9
12. So
anyways.
he gets a 12 because that's the max charge. And then we'll charge Blue Dread Knight in for 9.
Fair.
No, that's an 8. Do I want to CP that? No, I'll just tank shot because you don't get the.
You can't take shots with the wounded.
I
Or
can't.
with the battle shotgun.
I can't tank shot. Yeah, I'll CP reroll it. Looking for a 9 because there's nothing else I think I want to do. Looking for a 9, and that's not a 9. And then the red one is in. The red one is in.
There's your 9.
All right.
Do you want me to put it anywhere in particular?
No, just right there is fine.
Alright, there we go.
And then how many attacks do these guys have? Because now you do have
5
interrupt
each.
CP.
I think the one with the sword and shield is still 5, but he is worse. Substantially so.
This might have been a mistake charging both because now he's got interrupt, and Trajan can pop that 12 attack thing again.
I mean, I could, but you have 1 failed save.
3 wounds. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna fight with the red one first. We're gonna move these guys at 12 real quick. All right, guys.
So into Trajan, I'm using this once per game. 2 up
Alright.
invuln.
2 up Invul, and we will fight into Trajan. 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 attacks. The fact they didn't die shooting really blows for me, guys.
Fucking crazy.
Fucking crazy.
Especially when you took 4 wounds at like AP 1.
I know. And you got all those Philippines from the side cannon. You had 6 side cannon damage, and you saved a lot, like most of them.
4 of them
Oh,
on 5s.
oh. All right, so this guy first, hitting on 3s. I do control 2 now, so rerolling 1s. These guys are OC 3 apiece.
Yeah.
Hitting
They're
on,
2 apiece for mine.
hitting on 4s, rerolling everything.
Yep.
3 wounds.
Alright,
Okay,
AP
2
yes.
You're good?
I failed 1.
All right, would you like to interrupt with the guys in the middle now?
Oh wait, yeah, 2 ups. That's right, I forgot. I think I will, yeah. I don't think there's any reason not to.
All right, that's
So that'll be my CP.
Absence is right on 2 still. This is I should fight here first. 2.5 or 4, 3 are dead.
I mean, if you don't fight there, yeah, Trajan
Yeah.
just free picks up a knight. There's
Yeah,
no way Trajan.
I should have not charged that knight, and is what it was really. 3 dead guys. Next guy with the swords.
For 2.
2.
AP 2 with 1 damage.
Alright, can't kill the guy, and we take both still. 1 move left on this guy. Is that it for them?
Yep, that's it.
Alright, we'll fight Caldor and 2 guys. We'll do Caldor first. 2, I think. On 3s. And then 6. All 6 AP 4.
AP 4. 4 ups. So the first 2 kill the shield,
And that's
and yeah.
So the shield is dead, and then 8 attacks from the other guys. Wow. Horrible.
Whoa.
Absolutely dreadful.
Yeah.
These are going to wound on 4s. 3 at AP 2. I can't kill them all.
You
2
get 1
damage.
through.
2 damage. And what is your OC on there right now?
2 apiece, so I got 4.
Alright,
you
so
get the
I
objective.
do already out OC with 3, 4,
Yeah.
5 right here.
Yeah.
And then we roll. Just go ahead and scoot.
Down to
And
1
scoot.
on him.
And scoot. And yeah, that is unfortunately my turn. Trajan can kill the Dread Knight.
Yep. And we'll go try.
Turn attacks or no?
No, because he popped his 2 up in 1.
Oh, gotcha.
So 1 out, but it sustains, and then 3 is down to 2s. For 6 of them.
6 angles. I gotta save everyone. I think I got 3 wounds
You
left.
got 3 wounds left, yeah.
Nope, he dead. Does he explode? Come on, please.
And you don't want him to explode.
I want him.
You're
Fuck
the
it,
guy
fuck
with
it,
1 wound.
fuck it. He is dead, and I do get secure because that's 4 OC
Yep,
and that's like
yep.
9 OC. But I do not get area denial, which I will unfortunately pitch for ACP. So area denial is gone, and I get 5 for secure no man's land, and I do get 1 more banner because Terminators are battle line. So yeah, top of 4 going into bottom of 4. And what are your cards, sir?
Alright, let's draw me some cards. Marked for Death.
Okay.
And assassination. Ooh, hello, bro.
Gonna have to mark 3 things. The Tin Man Purifiers, the Blue Dread Knight, and then I guess we're gonna have to mark Caldor Squad, which will also be assassinated, but it's named Crow.
Yeah.
So yeah. And you get 10 primary points up to 25. So I think that's your movement phase. Mark for Death and Assassinate. Mark for Death is everything except for the White Dread Knight. And Assassinate, and him, and they're both, everything's assassinate target except for them. So walk me through the movement phase. Oh yeah, her.
And then she's gonna go in the same spot.
Yeah, cool.
They stayed. These girls moved back a bit to get me out of 6 of these guys. Draxus and Squad moved up to kill the stuff in the middle.
Yep.
Tank moved over here to get a line of sight there, get a line of sight there, and get a line of sight there.
Yep.
Also stay 6 inches away. Thank God for these little tokens. I would forget every game.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, shuffled around a little bit. So they're 6 inches from stuff, and they are just over there to shoot. Got an advance up there. Didn't get enough to really get far over, so I just staged on the wall to get ready for if I need to do anything with them.
A turn 5 push, yeah.
Fair. Oh yeah, and then they fell back, but they have fallback shoot and charge baked into the data sheet, which is really great.
And notably, the one wound tank did again pass its battle shock. He's a brave boy.
He is very brave. It's easy to be brave when all the stuff that scared you left.
Yeah, true. And yeah, what are you gonna kill first?
All right, let's try that tank into
Tank into Crow. Tank into Crow.
Rather. On 2's Twin Link.
He fails both. He blanks the first one. What's the damage?
All right, D6 plus 2.
Dead.
For 8 damage.
He's dead, and
Good
he
work,
does not
tank.
explode. Bye, Crow. That's assassinate.
Fair enough. That tank will shoot the unwounded Dread Knight.
All right, the 10 wound or the 13 wound Blue Dread Knight.
He hits on 2's. He's hit.
And I failed 1 damage.
All right, D6 plus 2. Oh my god,
Eight.
another 8.
5 wounds over here.
They're making up for lost time or something. I guess Trajan will also shoot the blue one.
Oh, I should be at 2 CP because I did.
Yes,
yeah,
you
I should
should.
be at 2 CP. There we go.
Yes. Alright, Trajan will shoot blue one. For nothing.
Alright.
And Draxus is shooting. Gonna do
Into Caldor.
the 4s.
Alright, 3 Fiona Buttons.
4 of them.
4 4-ups.
They're 2 damage apiece.
2 damage apiece. So I just rolled the first. I just rolled 4 of them. He's dead. The last guy, the apothecary's on 1 wound, and then 4 more. And the apothecary's dead.
Alright.
It's just Caldor. And that it does count as mark for death already.
Oh yeah, because they're an attached unit.
Yep.
Her sustain gun.
2 up saves. I make those.
Alright, and then the guard, there are 2 of them that can see. Down to 4s. Thank God for these rolls. So 2 of them, AP1. So you got covered because I got guys that can't see.
2 base saves, and he's good.
Alright, think that's it for my shooting.
Yeah.
I don't
These
really have
guys,
anything
these
else to
guys,
shoot.
you control this objective. I only have
Yes.
1 OC on there.
I mean, I guess they could shoot him. They might actually do some damage. 4s again, yep. So 2 of them at -1.
We're good there. 2 6s.
Alright, yep.
How far?
Yeah.
How far is this charge? Because I can -1 if he's not on hollow ground still, which I'm gonna have 2 CP.
6 or so, maybe 7. Yeah, I think that's a 7.
I'm gonna save it because actually I'm gonna save it for an interrupt. So yeah, go ahead. Charge
Okay.
phase. Charge phase.
Trajan.
Yep. I'll actually.
I don't think Trajan makes it.
I'll Overwatch Trajan if that's a chill.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. He would have made it.
Yeah,
but
no, he
Overwatching
doesn't
with
make
the
it.
Blue Dread Knight.
Let's see if he really doesn't make it.
Blue Dread Knight Overwatching Trajan. He is in my deployment zone, so 6 shots, hitting on 6s rerolling with the big gun. 1 hit so far, 2 hits so far.
Ooh.
On 6s. Ooh, 3 hits, wounding on 3, strength 10. 3 at AP2.
Wow.
Alright, and then that is going to be 6
Zero,
little
two.
things.
Ah, you know, I'll just do the same thing
Yeah,
again.
just everything you did last time. It'll be fine.
I actually won't.
Alright, there he goes.
Wow, I tried.
There he
Holy
goes.
shit.
He did a lot of stuff this game, little Trajan.
140 points. You
And
absorbed
that actually
way
is
more
pretty
than that.
important because that means we'll get 10 points in the next primary, and depending on secondary draws, it might be close because 10
This
and
is
15.
true. You will get some primary.
Because I'll get 10, you'll get 15, and that'll tie us on primary, so it'll come down to secondary points.
Charge in there.
Yep.
Yes.
You did.
And then charge in here.
Yep.
Measure it if it's close.
6.
6.
It might
Oh,
be
no, we
close.
measured this 7. That's right.
Alright, do you want CP it? You have 1 CP.
I do have 1 CP.
He's got 7 wounds. He just has 7 wounds.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna CP it.
Yep.
There's also not really anything I need
But there's
to
not
use
like an
before I
offensive
return.
strat you can use. Yeah,
Well, that'll do.
I thought I'll do that. Yeah. There you go. You're in.
9.
But after the pile, I'm going to be fighting for sure.
Yep.
So
You
can just go. I got 1 CP. I can't do nothing.
All right.
Why are you all so tall?
How many we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He's dead.
All right. There is more attacks from the squad.
Yeah, then you have the Minotauri as well. So that is just gonna do it. All right, and that's the end of your turn. You do get both for a mighty 10 primary, I do believe.
I do. Secondary, yeah.
Secondary, yeah. 29. And did you get any more battle line on an objective?
I did. I got another set in the center.
That'll bring you up to 30, I believe. And you are pretty much guaranteed to score 15 primary. There's nothing I can do. So I'm going to pick up, because it does max 15, both these guys, and I'm going to pick up the blue Dread Knight, and the white one's going to stay there.
Yeah, and then auto pass.
I'll go up to 2 CP. I'll go down to 1 CP to auto pass that to get 10 primary up to 40. And then you're still going to win on secondary because you're at 10 already. But we'll draw 2 cards. We draw Engage in All Fronts. And we draw Cleanse.
Well,
Cleanse we can do. Engage, I guess we can do. We can do for little.
Engage you can do over here.
We can do for little. I got a Dread Knight. So that might be as good as it gets. I will go. Do I need? I don't need to spend a CP junior though, so I will spend a CP to ditch Engage, see if I get something a little better.
If you want to auto pass him, you need to keep your CP.
I had 2. I thought.
Oh yeah. Then by all
I
means.
already spent the auto pass. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I ditch Engage, and then we draw Establish a Locus. Worse, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can drop anywhere.
Maybe back there.
Maybe back here, if a Dread Knight will fit.
Yeah,
I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, that is not gonna work. That is not gonna work. And that wouldn't work either. Boop, boop, boop. And is it just 6 from the middle for establish?
Yes.
6 from the middle. So that would be, now the most I could do would be 6 away from you somehow. So I think I will go ahead and just hide these guys all the way back here.
Makes sense.
Take my 10 primary. Hide this guy over here. Get my 1 cleanse.
Yep.
For 2 points, up to 22. And then let's draw your card so we can get the final score.
I got no prisoners and I got cleanse.
All right.
Well, I've scored cleanse.
You scored cleanse for max. We'll give you no prisoners on the 1 wound Dread Knight.
Yep. And then it's mostly just, can those guys shoot the Dread Knight to death or something?
Yeah, you want to do it?
I'll drop the assassin next to it, flamer too, because why not?
All right, let's see it happen.
Cleanse I'll keep.
All right, you max cleanse.
Yeah, because I got containment, which I'm maxing. Cold Horde, can't do it.
Right.
Engage, which I'm scoring
We're
more.
spending one of our CPs to ditch no priz.
Yep.
And what do we get?
Recover assets.
Recover assets, what you're gonna get from max.
Yep.
Or well, yeah, you can get my points with them, and I can't stop it. So yeah, that's 6 and 4, another 10 secondaries, up to 40 secondaries. You max secondaries.
Yeah, secondary's been great.
Double 10s right at the end there, and the final score is 72 pay points for me and 65. That's not right.
Oh, we didn't give me my taking hold.
We didn't give you your 30. There we go. So 72 to 85.
Let's add one more banners.
86.
I do not.
All
You
right.
did a 2 and I rolled a 1.
72 to 85. GG.
That was a good game, man.
GG. That was a good game. I will say, guys, I talked about this and how it would have been better with Caldor. The glaring mistake I made was not attacking Caldor first, because that Dread Knight ended up dying anyways, and I should have known that 2-up invul was coming. So should have fought here first. Should have, in the first place, used Caldor here. And I think those are the lessons I'm going to take into the tournament on Saturday. And with that, guys, that's been Drug Vulture. We'll see you next time.
Hell yeah.